Melissa here, TCT Crafts Designs and Decor. In this video, I'm going to go over a couple of tips for our silk florals. So we're going to go over 2 tips today. Number 1, how do we keep them looking so real? And 2, how do we clean them? So let's get started. Hey y'all, today I want to share with you, I get asked sometimes, how do you keep silk florals clean? How do you keep the dust off of them? Because, you know, after a while, if they're sitting in your home, they're bound to get dusty, right? So I want to just share a couple of tips on how you can clean your silk florals. So the first thing you can do, take a clean dryer sheet, okay? Take a clean dryer sheet, or you can use a microfiber washcloth or towel, and just give them a little soft, gentle dusting, okay? So that is one way that you can do. Is like if you start to see that they're getting a little dirty, just take your little dryer sheet and just kind of give them a good dusting. Okay, or if you don't want to use a dryer sheet, use the microfiber cloth. Another thing you can do is get that compressed air can. So I use this a lot. Just kind of don't get too close, but kind of stand back a little bit. And you can give them, so if they just need a little spritz, you can do it this way. Okay, so that's another way to clean your silk floors and get that dust off of there. And then lastly, if you're having some that maybe have a little spot or something you're having trouble getting off, get a little bit of white vinegar and some water, and you can make your own little homemade remedy. So just some water and some white vinegar. Just give it a little spritz on a microfiber cloth or something, and just gently try to rub it off. Okay, so there's just a couple of ways that you can clean your silk florals and have them beautiful for years to come. Have you ever looked at some silk floral arrangements and thought, something's off with those, not looking so good? So I am often asked, how do you get those arrangements to look so real? So I'm going to go over a few little tips with you today on how to kind of take your silk floral arrangements to the next level. And so the first tip that I want to share with you is make sure you're cutting, fluffing, getting your florals ready and pretty before you put them in your arrangements. So most of the time when you get your flowers, they come to us shoved in boxes, okay? And they're shipped with many, many flowers all in one box. So make sure you snip them, fluff them, fix any little pieces. Sometimes you'll have little flower heads that, stick way over there. Just take a little bit of hot glue, or you can use the little glue dots and just kind of fix your little stems. A steamer works great if you have some flowers that are really smushed and need to be fluffed up. Just get your little steamer, steam them, and it'll open those florals right back up. So that is one of the first tips, is just fluff and shape those blooms and get them ready to go before you start to put them into your arrangements. The second tip is to mix in more realistic high-end greenery and florals into your arrangement. So although it's going to be pricier, it is going to be worth it. It's going to take those arrangements to the next level. Now, do they all have to be high-end expensive florals and greenery? No, absolutely not. You can take just a few and then mix in some less expensive, maybe some from the Dollar Tree or Walmart, and just blend them in, okay? So let me show you a couple of examples. So getting a nice, realistic, real touch greenery. This is a ivy vine. Here is another one that is a cottonwood. These leaves look very realistic. And then you can just tie it in or blend it in with maybe a less expensive greenery, okay? Or some of your scraps that you have. You can get a cheaper filler bush and just blend these together, okay? And florals, same thing with the florals. So, go in with a higher end floral, one that's going to cost a little bit more, and then just tie it in with maybe a less expensive flower. And by the time they just all get blended together, you've got a mix, and it's going to look really nice and elegant. Okay. The third tip: use Floral foam, floral tape, something that's going to get those anchored in really well. So I like to use gaps and cracks. The Great Stuff foam, I have a video on that, I believe. I will drop it down into the description on how I fill up all my containers. But you can also use floral foam. It just depends on the project, really, whether or not I use floral foam, or if I already have a container with gaps and cracks, then I'll use that. And then lastly is just balance and symmetry. So don't worry about getting everything so perfect. Let things move and flow and create sort of drama in your piece. It's okay to have little whimsy flyaways and things that cause a little bit of drama. I've got this one over here. It's got lots of draping vines, things that's flowing down, things that's coming up, creating movement. Now this is more of a clustered piece, but when you're designing, just remember everything doesn't have to be perfect. Let it flow, let it be wild, let it drape, let some sprouts of greenery come up, because that's how it grows in nature. Okay, so those are just a couple tips on how to make your silk floral arrangements look more realistic. Again, go in with some more expensive. Aren't these beautiful? They look very, very real. Go in with some more expensive florals and greenery, mix it in with some of your less expensive items. Look for containers, can be any type of container, and you can just really elevate it just by using the florals and the greeneries that you have. So, okay, so that's it. Just a few little tips and tricks for you this week. So if you like it, we would love to have you subscribe to our channel, hit that little notification bell. You'll be notified every time we have new tutorials. And if you're interested in learning how to really design with silk florals, we would love to have you in our private designer circle group. We do have a link down in the description for more information on how to join that, or I have lots of free tutorials here on YouTube, so we would love to have you check them out. Until next time, bye y'all.